I got started this channel as more of like an outlet for me to figure out how to best present myself, or how to best present my ideas for how to help others. I think being a developer and doing it for 25 years, you spend so much time within the trenches of coding and working with different clients and different teammates and coworkers and project managers and different industries. You pick up a lot of different things. You learn how to work with people and how to communicate with customers and clients and solving problems, troubleshooting, debugging, all those different things that go into being a software developer. From my standpoint, I'm not necessarily the best for teaching development skills to people. I don't think that's really my best pursuit. So I don't really look at this as being a software related in terms of the technical aspects. I kind of look at it as more of the behind the scenes part, the things that people don't really talk about as much. It's not necessarily the skill, it's looking at what goes into being a developer just from the mindset, and also looking to apply it from a Stoic philosophy standpoint, because it's something I've been really interested in, I would say probably for the past 5 years. I've always had kind of a Stoic approach to things. I just never really considered it Stoicism. It wasn't really until I started reading like Marcus Aurelius and understanding that I kind of relate to a lot of those teachings, and it kind of opened my eyes to a lot of different things. Ideally trying to pass those things on to an audience. I started, writing a Substack. I post on Twitter constantly. So this is more just another outlet. This is a different outlet. This puts me, instead of being kind of behind the scenes or just behind an article or a post, actually being out front and center on a video. I've always been interested in video production anyway. Kind of goes back to my schooling, because I did go to an art school, which is kind of how I learned to program, which may seem a bit counterintuitive, but that's kind of how it worked out. So I've always had kind of a video background, or at least an interest within video. It's more of how can I help people? What's the best way for me to do that? Since I don't really want to get into the technical parts of it per se from a developer perspective, but it's more of understanding Stoicism and how to apply that as a mindset. And also probably to take it a step further, not to get into a political aspect, but I do have more of libertarian philosophy or leanings, I guess you can say. I would say it mostly within looking at it from a self-reliance standpoint. So I kind of like to look at how to do things for myself and not necessarily try to rely on others to do things. So it's more of that independence and how to apply that to your career as well as your life. It's like looking at your job. I look at it as a means to an end when you're working for a company. It's not really the thing that defines you. It's just something that you do just to pay your bills. That's really what it comes down to. And to help grow your career, it's a collection of experiences that build your career. But your career is yours. It's not up to your company to build that for you. That's on you to take that upon yourself to actually do the things necessary, whatever you need to do to elevate yourself and to be independent, to be self-reliant. And also, from a government standpoint, it's also being self-reliant, so you're not as reliant or expecting, the government to help you. because I don't necessarily believe that's what they're very good at. Build a life that you want, that is truly yours and yours alone. How do you build that with a family, or even if you don't have a family or don't even want a family, you just want to be by yourself? How do you build that foundation? Especially if you're somebody who's still new, still kind of wet behind the ears, you're not quite sure where you fit in within life. You know, as somebody who is older, somebody who's experienced a lot over the past, in my lifetime, how do you get from that to that point that you want to be? Because it does take time, it does take work. It's not something that happens overnight. Some people have immediate success, but for most of us, it takes us a while to realize and to reach that level of content. So that's what I think this channel, I want it to be, is more along that line. So not specific to any particular subject matter, but I would say the target mostly would be developers, but I think a lot of these principles can apply to just about anybody, really. Because it really is about trying to achieve that financial freedom, trying to achieve that independence from the system, and to live the life that we want to live, and to live it on our own terms. And understanding that we're gonna have to do things that we really don't want to do, but that's really just a part of life. And that kind of where the Stoicism comes in, is that's kind of the guiding light of how do we overcome those things? Because we face these things every day, every moment. We may face some sort of self-doubt, we may face some sort of imposter syndrome, we may face some sort of just challenges within life. And looking at those obstacles as just new skills that we need to learn to overcome those things, to get to that point, and taking it day by day. I would say in closing, I look at this place as more of just maybe some motivation, maybe some inspiration, maybe just some insight. I'm trying to take a different approach, not necessarily trying to be a technical wizard, because I'm not really a technical wizard. I'm just somebody who just writes code. But applying that mindset to be the best that we can be, and to achieve the things that we want to achieve. And understanding that wherever you are now, there's always more we can do to get better. It's never too late to get better at those things. We just have to have patience. We have to have a trust and a belief in our own selves, but also build a process that allows us to achieve the things that we want to achieve those goals, set them as high as possible, and just keep climbing for them. This is Code Composure. As always, if you like this video, If you don't like this video, you like it anyways, and I will catch you in the next one. As always, keep coding.